In an exercise yard in central Sarajevo, new recruits to the Bosnian government army go through their paces. They have to practice with pieces of wood because the army is short of real guns. These are 18 and 19-year-old conscripts from a range of backgrounds. Although the majority are Muslim, they include ethnic Croats and Serbs. Two-thirds of the instructors here are also Serb or Croat. The commandant is a Croat. And those recruits we spoke to believed they were being trained not to fight an ethnic war, but to defend their city and their country against the territorial expansion of Serbia.
We will fight for living together. We don't fight against Serbs. We don't fight against Croats or Muslims. We fight against criminals. We don't see ourselves as Serbs, Croats or Muslims. We see ourselves as Bosnians. That's the most important thing. This is not a civil war. This is the aggression.
If we can fight for living together, we'll fight for that. For living together in most of the territory of this country. But European community and the world will give them some of the territory, surely. We'll see that.
Although we were told many young men do try and dodge the draft, the biggest problem is seen as a lack of basic equipment, including proper boots. Training lasts just 42 days, after which these men will join one of the battalions on the city's front line. One such battalion, the 102nd Mechanized Brigade, its flag flying proudly from a bombed-out house near the front line close to the airport. When we visited, they seemed neither mechanized nor much of a brigade. From their positions in a series of dark, gutted houses, these men and boys face enemy positions in front and to both sides of them. During a lull in fighting, the result of the latest ceasefire, they complained of a serious shortage of weapons, ammunition, even uniforms. Remarkably, this too remains a mixed brigade. Whatever may be happening elsewhere in Bosnia, in the capital, Muslims, Croats and Serbs are still fighting side by side in the government army. And the Muslim commander of this brigade, who identified himself only as Yanya, mocked the very idea of Islamic fundamentalism.
I cannot imagine a woman wearing a veil, and although I'm a Muslim, I'm afraid I do not know any Muslim prayers. I learned the principles of Islam from my parents, but they are not my principles. If Bosnia-Herzegovina ever became an Islamic state, I would probably leave.
The 102nd Brigade also includes a number of women soldiers. Those we spoke to are medics, but they are also trained to fight. Selma and her friend Mubara are both Muslim. Daria is an ethnic Croat. Like many people we spoke to, they know very little about the fighting between Croats and Muslims in central Bosnia. What they have heard does worry them, but they refuse to accept that ordinary Croats and Muslims can be fighting each other.
I don't think the relations between different groups are under threat. If there are problems, it is the fault of the extremists on both sides. People can and must live together.